Hello everyone, I am Harapriya. Welcome to our online class and YouTube channel of Vishwakarma Competitive Point. Today we are going to discuss about the current affair from 21st August to 31st August. I hope you all see the video completely and till to the end. Okay, let's start the topic current affair. At first, we will discuss about the day and dates. First, we will discuss about 23rd August. 23rd August is celebrated as International Day for the remembrance of the slave trade and its abolition. This day reminds us the tragedy of translating slave trade. What is translating slave trade? About of 12 million of slave peoples transported through Atlantic Ocean from Africa to America. 26th August. 26th August celebrated as Women's Equality Day. According to the 9th Amendment Act 1920, the Constitution granted the women the right to vote. So this day celebrated as Women's Equality Day. Next, 29th August. 29th August is celebrated as National Sports Day. This day observed to honor the birthday of Major Dhyan Chand, who is a hockey player. He was also awarded with Padma Bhushan in 1956. Then 30th August. This day celebrated as Small Industry Day. This day observed to support and promote small scale industries in our country. Name of small scale industries are rice mill, slipper making, chocolate making, rubber and plastic products. Now start the next topic, national news. Ramesh Chandra Task Force by Niti Aayog has recommended to link sugarcane prices to sugar rates. This force illuminates that it is necessary to keep the industry in financial condition. Ramesh Chandra is the member of Niti Aayog and an agriculture economist. Full form of NITI is National Institution for Transforming India. The present chairperson is Prime Minister of India and the vice chairperson is Rajiv Kumar. Madhya Pradesh to offer jobs based on CET conducted by NRA. What is NRA? National Recruitment Agency. NRA will conduct CET, that is Common Eligibility Test, so that it eliminates multiple exams and multiple agencies. CM of Madhya Pradesh is Shivraj Singh Chauhan and Governor Anandiben Patel. NHAI, National Highway Authority of India, launches Harit Path, a mobile application to monitor plantation along the national highway. This app launched by Ministry of Road Transport and Highway and also of Minister of MSME. Who is the minister? Nitin Jairam Gadkari. This app monitor the plantation along the highways. Employee State Insurance Corporation extended the unemployment benefit scheme Atal Bimit Vyakti Kalyan Yojana till June 2021. In this scheme, the insured person get cash compensation when they are employed. Next, the STPI, State-Owned Technology Parks in India, encouraged new technologies achieved by setting up 21 centers of excellence in these parks. Out of 12 centers are already operational. GOI, Government of India constituted National Council for Transgender Persons. The council is to be headed by Union Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment Thawar Chand Gehlot. Motto of this council to evaluate impact of the policies and program designed for achieving equality and full participation of these transgenders. The Bureau of Indian Standard has prepared a draft standard for the supply of piped drinking water, launched by Ministry of Jal Shakti Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. Aim of this draft to provide safe and adequate drinking water to the rural household by 2024. Next, the Prime Minister Modi in his Independence Day address mentioned that the mega plan One Sun, One World and One Grid project. It was first introduced by PM Modi in 2018. Through this plan, 140 countries will connect through a common grid for transforming solar power. India copied the features of ISA, International Solar Alliance, by single globally connected solar electrical grid, in which low cost and zero pollution. Next, the central government wrote to the state government and union territories that all the disabled persons should be included under National Food Security Act NFSA, started in 2013. Indian Railway generate 6,40,000 days of work under Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan. It is implemented in 6 states: Jharkhand, Bihar, MP, Rajasthan, Odisha and UP. These 6 states are important because during COVID-19, majority of migrant workers returned to these states. India's longest ropeway on Brahmaputra to open for public in Guwahati. The State Minister of Assam, Siddharth Bhattacharya, inaugurated this ropeway. It is about 2 km long and the distance is covered in 7 minutes. Then, Karnataka government to build transit home for migrant workers. This project is being launched with an inspiration from Apna Ghar project Kerala. This project aims to provide better living conditions for the migrant workers. This is being launched because of the reverse migration in Karnataka and lockdown. Capital of Karnataka is Bangalore. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa and Governor Vajubhai Valla. Nuakhai Juar festival was celebrated in Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Nuakhai is an agriculture festival. In this festival, new crop and food grains are worshipped. Next, according to RBI annual report, the total income in 2019-20 has increased by 28.97%. This increases from 53.3 lakh crore from 41 lakh crore. Reserve Bank of India, formation date 1st April 1935 and its headquarters in Mumbai. Next, Tamil Nadu women top the list in Mudra loan. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana PMMY, initiated by Government of India. It's provide funding support to maximum up to 10 lakh to individual MSME, non-corporate and non-farm small enterprises. Tamil Nadu top in this scheme, followed by West Bengal and Karnataka. CM of Tamil Nadu is E.K. Palaniswamy and Governor is Banwarilal Purohit. E-Action portal launched for Kashmir saffron to promote trading of GI tagged Kashmir saffron. The Jammu and Kashmir administration has created this portal. India and Bangladesh to open inland waterways. The protocol for inland water trade and transit was signed between India and Bangladesh. The consignment from Bangladesh to Tripura. Kiran, a mental rehabilitation health line to be launched by Social Justice Ministry. The Social Justice and Empowerment Ministry has launched a toll-free helpline number to enable access to mental persons. It will resolve about our issue regarding stress, anxiety, depression and panic attacks. Who is the Social Justice Ministry? Thawar Chand Gehlot. Gujarat topped Export Preparedness Index 2020, which is released by Niti Aayog. Gujarat topped in the list and followed by Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. Rank of Odisha in this index is 5th. CM of Gujarat is Vijay Rupani and Governor is Acharya Devavrat. Next, Government of India to deliver services of Umang application through Common Service Center. This will help people who do not have access to smartphones through CSC Common Service Center. What is Umang? Unified Mobile Application for New Age Governance Services, PAN card, passport and income tax. The Government of India is implementing 2000 crore project to link the region of Ladakh and Leh with the national power grid. Next, the bomb was 26 feet and 27 ton weight fast marine ambulance launched by Kerala government. Name is Pratiksha. Fast marine ambulance launched by Kerala government. Name Pratiksha. The bomb was 26 feet and 27 ton weight. This marine ambulance specializes in providing fast aid and also rescue operation. The Ministry of Civil Aviation sanctioned 78 new routes under 4th round of Regional Connectivity Scheme UDAN 4.0. UDAN. The full form of UDAN is Ude Desh Ke Aam Nagarik, under the Ministry of Civil Aviation. Then Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana completed 6 years of journey. Government to bring 11 ordinance during monsoon session of Parliament. Next, Arunachal Pradesh passes resolution to bring the state under the Schedule 6 of Indian Constitution. The CM of Arunachal Pradesh, Prema Khandu, said that it is the historic resolution moved by the state government. The resolution would be discussed in the monsoon session. What is Schedule 6? The Schedule 6 consists of provision of administration of tribal area in Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Next, India's first international women trade center to be set up in Kerala. Assam to set up skill university at Mongolia. Next, Niti Aayog launches NDC-TIA, Nationally Determined Contribution Transport Initiative for Asia, NDC-TIA. It will inform the transport, energy and climatic stakeholder in India. Former President Pranab Mukherjee passes away. So the Government of India has announced 7 days of state mourning. Now we will discuss about international news. First, Japan's longest serving PM Shinzo Abe resigns due to his health problem. India and Israel signed a new cultural agreement to strengthen people-to-people exchange, and this agreement signed between Foreign Minister Gavi and Indian Ambassador to Israel Sanjeev Singla. World Health Organization declares Africa free of wild polio. Polio is a virus which spread from person to person, usually through contaminated water. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan announced the discovery of large natural gas reserve in the Black Sea coast. Suppose the amount of this gas is 320 billion cubic meter. The WWF World Wild Fund along with the Bombay Natural History Society launched the third edition of Dragonfly Festival. The festival is to be organized in Kerala. In the name of the festival, Thumbi Mahotsav. The aim of this festival to create conservation of these dragonfly insects. Russia released a 40-minute video of detonation of the world's most powerful hydrogen bomb. The name of the bomb is Tsar bomb, and the other name of this bomb is RDS-220, and this is the most powerful nuclear weapon created and ever tested. India recently announced its withdrawal from the international military exercise to be held in Russia. The name of this exercise is Kavkaz exercise. India withdrew from this exercise because China and Pakistan to be participate in this exercise. Chandrayaan-2 completes a year of around moon. A year back on the date July 22, 2019, it was launched. First West Nile virus death spread in Spain, in the capital of Madrid. The United States Food and Drug Administrative US FDA recently authorized the use of blood plasma therapy for COVID-19. First in 2014, who recommended plasma therapy for the Ebola virus. India was the first country to open plasma bank for the COVID-19. The DRDO has taken several initiatives to strengthen indigenous defense production under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. It included 108 systems and subsystems and is the vision of PM Modi for making India a self-reliant. Next, ARIS, Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observation and Science, Nainital is to conduct as an international conference on climate change and its impact on Himalayan region. Main motto of this conference to focus on rapid increase in air pollution in the Himalayan region. A team of researchers from Andhra University sighted a rare fish called Mahishir in the Silaru river, and this fish is listed as endangered in IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature. Former Finance Secretary Rajiv Kumar appointed as Election Commissioner, and the Chief Election Commissioner President Sunil Arora. The Indian Air Force launched MyIAF mobile application. This mobile application was launched by Air Chief Marshal R.K. Singh Bhadoria. It will contains the details of selection procedure, training curriculum, pay, etc. of the both officer and airmen in IAF, Indian Air Force. The Armed Force Special Power Act 1958 is to be extended for 6 more months in the state of Assam. Under this Armed Force Act, the government of Assam declared entire state of Assam as a distributed area up to 6 months because it can exploit the CAA, means Citizenship Amendment Act. So it's to be extended for 6 more months. Indian table tennis star Pulomi Ghatak retired. He is a table tennis player and also awarded with Arjuna Award and from West Bengal. Youngest author to win International Booker Prize, Marlik Lucas Rijneveld. He is a Dutch writer and he got the prize for his novel Discomfort of Evening. Okay, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe our channel.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to subscribe.